One. This is your boy, Rax McLeod, coming at you with another Raxx City 314 podcast. Let's go.
One, two. For shizzle, dizzle.
What's going on, Facebook and YouTube? This your boy, Rax McLeod, coming at you with another Raxx City 314 podcast on this Monday with the infamous Brand Mueller coming at you with this menacing Monday, the menacing bystander. Guaranteed to been and went through a week of menacing things that he can bring to your menacing dinner table for you to enjoy on today. What's going on with you, menacing bystander?
How you doing? How you doing, people? How's
Oh
everybody?
man, everybody, I'm pretty sure is either doing well, but it's been a lot of uh, BS going on lately. So we're gonna jump right into some stuff. What you got going on that happened through the week that strikes your interest? Because I know you are very in tune individual and a very what I like to say a political insider. You be up on things that a lot of other people don't be up on. So what has
Man,
went on that has struck your interest?
uh, I just like to say how it's funny how everybody's moving around now. It's like starting to get crowded, and it's like literally getting crowded outside. Everywhere you go, cars everywhere. But what I'm not understanding is if nobody's working, where is all these people going? I'm trying to figure that out.
Hmm, interesting. So I've been noticing the same thing. I think I actually noticed it probably maybe 2 weeks ago when I was going to my favorite places like Home Depot and the grocery store, and I just began to get pissed off because it's like to go to Home Depot and see a line outside definitely makes me upset. Something I just will not go stand in. I feel like if you can stand in any of these lines, then maybe these are the people who be standing outside during Black Friday. It pisses you off when you want to go get a little deal, and you might want to go get a deal on some stuff that nobody else is going to get, with everybody standing in line for, you know, a TV or some stuff that they know they got at home. They just want to go
Old
buy a
school
whole
Black
bunch of
Friday.
them. Like, I look at the fact that, for instance, 4K TV when they first came out. I wanted one pretty bad, but I refused to have went into the store and paid the money for it because it was just too expensive. But Black Friday come around, it's like, oh shit, y'all giving away for $200? All right, let me go get one. But then you get there and you see all these people standing in line, almost hundreds of people, and you like, man, I know y'all got 4K TVs at home. And I know all of y'all ain't just standing in line to get a 4K TV for $200, but they up in there buying four and five of them and six and seven and loading up trucks and all that. And it's like, come on, man, this can't be real. So now I'm
Shit is
seeing
crazy.
people standing in these lines like they actually going in here to get legitimate stuff. The one thing that pissed me off when I see the old ladies, man, there might be some real old ladies standing up in there trying to buy some stuff out of Home Depot, and it's like, really, what are you going to get? They just standing in a line so they can buy some soil, and I'm just sitting there like, man, when they gonna open up the garden area where they can just buy their little soil and handle their business or whatever they need to do? But I look at the fact that they can go in here, go do this stuff, but some of us that really need this store because it is like an essential place for us where we do our business at, and we can't actually be up in here and do our business because you got people in here that's just kind of frivolously going in getting BS type stuff, and it's like, come on, man, separate that stuff or something. And it was kind of messed up because most of the places that sell things like that. Like you could used to be able to go to a nursery and get all this stuff, and a lot of those are shut down. Like that stuff that kind of threw me for a loop. So I get where you're going with it because it's like now you're starting to see the traffic again and stuff like that, and sometimes it can be very discouraging on you wanting to go do things because of that fact that you got you know a nice crowd of people out and it keeps you from getting stuff. I was at Applebee's yesterday and went to go get a Mother's Day meal after I ordered it from Red Lobster on St. Charles Rock Road, and they had me waiting for 3 hours, and I couldn't get my wife her Mother's Day food that I wanted her to have while she was at work. I thought that was some bull crap. Then I go to Applebee's like later on when she get home from work. I order the food, and they tell me like, "Hey, you can pick it up at blah 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 time." I'm like, "Okay." I go up there, and it's like, they wouldn't let nobody eat on the inside. But God, man, all the people that could have ate on the inside and ordered their food was all standing outside waiting for their food to come out the back door. That kind of made me feel like some old segregated times where you had to go to the back of the building to get your food. So I was just like, damn, man, this messed up because you got to go back here to get your food and stuff all over the bar and tables and stuff. And it's like, man, like let me get my stuff. And a lot of y'all, can y'all go home? Y'all got your cars blocking the exits and the entrances and all type of stuff. Like people absolutely do not know how to conduct themselves during a pandemic. I mean, it causes pandemonium. Doesn't make any sense. So I definitely get where you're going with that. It's like, damn, enough to piss you off for real. So I know you be working in the field, so I know that's something that will have
Mm,
you pissed off, have you late for work and all type of stuff.
it's just I don't know. It's like I was saying earlier, how everybody's out here driving but no jobs, and it's like got me just baffled. Like, how is everybody shopping during this time when everybody's saying that they're broke, or if they not gonna make it, or they can't pay this and pay that? I'm not understanding how people are able to do any of these things. It's like got me baffled. I just don't understand it. Like it's literally traffic. Like people out here shopping, the stores full, people buying things left and right, and I'm just not understanding.
I have let's see, trying to find the story I had today. Well, I remember what it was talking about. Um, First of all, I'm gonna go with the word of the day is flotsam. It's a noun, floating wreckage of a ship or its cargo, broadly floating debris. So you got the word of the day for you all who like to learn new words and use them as part of your vocabulary when you're speaking. It helps to have new words to use. So that was your word for the day. Also, I want to thank everybody once again for joining in on Raxx City 314. Thanks for keeping the trail in the field. Uh, People like you that make this worthwhile getting up to today. Sorry about not getting to you all during the weekend. Uh, Wanted to give a break. I needed a break myself, just to be honest with you all. I needed a break. A lot of this news stuff is just, it, it, it consumes you, and sometimes I just need to take a break. So I encourage you all sometime to take a break from the norm every day. Relax, gather your thoughts, get your mind back right, get your mind together, and start back at it. Just don't quit. All right, just don't quit. Sometimes just take your little brief breather for a second. Now, this is something I know is going to be interesting for you. You know about the Ahmaud Arbery situation going on, right? The young man
Yeah,
who was a jogger. All right, he was a jogger that had got killed. For those of you that do not know, happened in Brunswick, Georgia. This young man was taking a jog. Uh, McMichael's a father son duo, murdering duo, basically saw him jogging through the neighborhood in which he lives in, and they suspected him of being a person that burglarizes people's home, and they took it upon themselves to try to do a citizen's arrest that led in, Mr. Arbery getting killed at the hands of these brute, racist individuals because there's been a number of photos that have linked the father to Klans type activity. As you all know, the Klan, the KKK, is a illegal. It's an illegal group. Any type of racist group that takes pride in killing or harming others uh, has now been declared illegal. This has happened months ago, as Donald Trump has one of a good president, as he took it upon himself to wage war against these groups, these type of groups. And they are on the FBI's most wanted list. So they go after them the way they go after terrorists. They are on the same level as terrorists. They cause terror and fear amongst people. So they are hunting them down and locking them up. Now, this man has been linked to those type of organizations, which means that his son, who's with him, his son 9 times out of 10 has that upbringing as well. So Donald Trump was asked by a African American Republican out of South Carolina how he felt about that case, and Donald Trump says it was a very, very sad situation. That Mr. Arbery seemed to be a very fine individual. He saw him in his tuxedo on the picture that he took, and Donald Trump felt he was a very fine and happy individual. He said it was a very sad situation that happened. He also pointed out the fact that during the video there was a pause, like a break in between the video, and he said that they need to know what happened during that break as well, because it could bring about an even stronger um, case against the McMichaels, or it could show what other actions that could have happened during that time. I mean, regardless of the fact it led to the young man being brutally murdered, but at the same time, they want to know exactly what happened that whole entire video. But Donald Trump said uh, he does want that case to be thoroughly investigated and looked through. That some form of justice needs to come about from that. So my thing is, would you care to elaborate on? Um, and I will tell you, the Menacing Bystander is an avid supporter of our current president. Um, as me, I used to have certain issues against him. In his very, very beginning, I was okay with him running for president. I was actually pulling for him, but it was the fact that the wrong people started banding behind him, and it made me feel that he was going to pay attention to one side more than the other. So that's what scared me away, and I just didn't even want to vote for either person. I didn't too much care for Hillary Clinton, and it made me not want to vote for either person. When in the beginning, I was definitely going to vote for Donald Trump. So at this point, I feel that he's doing a pretty sufficient job. He's doing what he has to do, and he's not. It seems like he only acts that way when it comes to election time. So, I mean, I don't think it's just him. It's probably just the people that seems to be the people that try to support him. They have ill intentions, but I just want to know, how do you feel about Donald Trump and his view on? Well, I'm pretty sure it's not the part of the question anyway. But what do you feel about his stance on being involved with community murders and things of this nature with war and stuff?
I believe that that's a good sign of leadership. Unlike the last president we had who refused to get involved in situations like this,
I do agree.
and again, that situation that happened was crazy. Um, I don't even know what too much to say about that. That's just I can't believe that people would do that. They've released a video of why they said that he was a burglar, but yeah, it's not nothing that you can really stand on. It's really crazy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Now, what
you seen that video?
it's about the video of the young man getting murdered.
No, they released another video of him going inside of the father and son's property and going back out.
It's about the young man.
Yes.
No, I have not seen that video. I'm gonna have to look for that.
Yeah,
Uh,
on his jog, they was doing construction on the house, and he went in to look at the construction, and they called the police while he was in the house, and
so
then
he was in the home.
yes,
Oh
he's
wow.
he's on camera.
Oh wow. Well, this is the one thing I can say, and I'm pretty sure you'll understand this. Now, with having a gun, it's strictly forbidden to shoot somebody in the back. So, the one thing I can say is that this young man got shot. He did get shot in the back by the son who was on the back of the truck. Now, his dad had a shotgun in his hand and was trying to subdue him. But I will say this. See, that just made the whole situation very touchy there. Because if someone was in my home, then I would chase them out of my home, but I wouldn't shoot them in the back at all. Like I just wouldn't do that. Um, I would try everything I can to get the person, but shooting them in the back is just something that's definitely frowned upon. Even the police try to steer clear of that because that's that one thing that'll have them losing their job or someone doing that or they don't have them locked up. I mean, I can definitely tell you if it was me or you that did that, we would be smelling the bottom of the jail floor. We would be lower than the scum in the jail. They would treat us like that. But this situation gets very touchy because for it to have went on for so long, the video had been out for so long, and this was something that happened so long ago. Um, and then it gets leaked. As we've seen in the past, that every time something happened and they leaked it, or the information got leaked or whatever, it always leads to other stuff being done, you know, in a system that we're not paying attention to. It's like a diversion is happening. So what I've seen throughout the weekend was that a lot of people were doing rides, especially in the motorcycle community. There was a unification ride that happened that started in Tennessee, and they drove all the way down to Lawrenceville, Georgia, and people were trying to stand in unison, unification with each other. It's a big turnout at that event, but also across the United States, there were a lot of people who were jogging, uh, taking a jog in their neighborhoods, just in support of that last jog that this young man took. Um, it's pretty interesting that this happened the way it did. His friends also stated that in their neighborhood that they don't want it to be looked at as a racial thing because all of them stay in the same neighborhood and they already have enough problems as it is in their neighborhood because of this situation, and they don't want it to be a race-based thing, which I can understand because if you have multiple white, black, Latinos staying in the area, and last thing you would want is for it to turn into a war, racial war at that. But for our president to have spoke on this, briefly, and like you stated, that our former president never really said anything. What all did we have happen under Barack Obama? Now
Hmm.
we had Mike Brown
Hmm. Yeah, a lot
situation,
of stuff.
uh,
Trayvon.
yeah, Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland happened under him too, right?
Yep, a lot
And
of stuff.
Freddie, is it Fred Gardner? Freddie, I want to say I want to say his name is Fred Gardner, the guy in New York who got choked out by the police.
Yeah.
We had a lot of police brutality, a lot of police brutality, fatalities happening under Barack Obama. He didn't really say too much about it. Like he never really referenced one situation directly, like this president has, um, which is very interesting. You know. But how do you really feel about the community's stance on this murder?
Uh, I think that people need to start writing and getting these letters in to the chief and stuff, and let them know how we feel and that we want answers on this.
Do you think that they would act proactively on um, answering these people's questions and bringing resolution to the problem at hand?
I do.
So you
I
don't
do.
you don't think it would be another like sweep under the rug thing just to shut people up?
No.
Okay, and this is very well possible. I'm just kind of 50-50 on it. So it's like I feel that maybe they would deal with it, and maybe they would just say screw it. Let's just tell them what they want to hear, but there not be any laws pushed into effect.
Yeah.
Um, did you hear about the Black Panthers
No, I
that
didn't.
went to the McMichael's home and they were outside? Like they showed up in almost full force, standing in front of the home with their weapons. They had, I'm talking like assault rifles, like the guys who was up on the Michigan steps. These guys were outside with their guns, and the police came nowhere near. They stayed all the way down at the end of the street and did not embark upon them. Did not come down the street. They stayed completely away. Uh, I don't know. I don't know how to take it really, but I really think these guys made a they made a crap show for themselves regarding this killing. Um, hence me saying that I think they should definitely take away like the citizens arrest. What do you think about that? You think they should take it away, like the citizens arrest? Crap. And as you guys can see, I think we. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm,
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
was.
We
I
have.
had just got a urgent email about assistant police chief sues the city, claims he was passed over for police chief because he's white.
Oh damn. My bad. We kind of had some technical difficulties as well. Screen. We had like a blackout on the screen. But how did you feel about and you said you had the police chief guy. What did you say about that?
The assistant police chief is suing the city. He claiming that he got passed over for being the actual chief because he's white.
So we have a so we have so we have a white we have a Caucasian man who feels that he's being discriminated against for a police chief position.
Yes.
All right, this is what I want to say, white people. you all have been running the judicial system for a very long time. So the minute that you cannot get the position, you can't try to scream discrimination. I mean, it is what it is. There's been a lot of stuff going on, and
Hey,
there's been
man.
a lot of stuff going on. And white people, you cannot. I'm telling you, you cannot scream discrimination. You've been the source of problems for so long, and you might think the same thing about black people, but hey, you guys have been in very powerful positions for a very long time, so you can't get mad when you're not in that position of power. It's like people being mad that they didn't win the presidency during Barack Obama's reign. I mean, you had freaking so many years to be the president. It's like it's no need to be mad because you didn't win it that time. You already had representation for your race. So sometimes it's time to let other people step up to the plate and handle the job.
Definitely.
Good Lord, that's just crazy. And light skinned people too. Get it together. Please. You just must get it together. It makes absolutely no sense at all. Now, Mr. Menacing Bystander,
Yes.
you were in the store earlier.
Yes.
Were there, how was the scene in the stores? Because I haven't been in Walmart in forever because I just refused to go and waited any line to get in there. No, the last time I went, it was pretty crowded. But did you
Well,
experience the same thing?
it just all depends on the one that you go to. If you go to Corona Mart, it's very crowded. But if you just
Okay.
go to,
Now,
you
if
know,
people don't know what Corona Mart is, where's the Corona? It's two of them, from what I understand.
it's three.
Three.
Yeah, it's three Corona Marts in St. Louis.
So
Uh,
I know the first
St.
one is
Charles
a
Rock,
guy giving.
St. Charles Rock Road.
Okay. I wouldn't have thought of it. I wouldn't have thought that. I
West
know you was
Florissant.
gonna hit West Florissant and the one on Lindbergh,
Yes, that's the Corona Mart.
the new one. I knew it's,
You
but you saying the one at
guarantee.
St. Charles is, I mean, on
No, no.
St. Charles Rock Road.
Yeah, it's like if you go in the bathroom, anybody who used the bathrooms there automatically got Corona. I know they do. I know they do. Them bathrooms is trifling in there. I looked in there, took a peek because I had to pee. It wasn't worth it. It
Damn,
probably would have got on me.
he said it was. So like pissing inside of a pond, it's gonna travel up your pee stream.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Stay away from Corona Marts. I'll just go to Walmart, man. You know where they sanitize the courts for you.
So he's pretty much talking about anywhere in Illinois, anywhere in St. Charles. And if you want to get real specific, if you go
Fenton,
over there in
Arnold.
Brentwood, you say
It's,
Arnold, Missouri,
yeah.
yeah, anywhere except St. Louis City, just don't go to those because it be multiple people that be up in there. And we ain't just talking about black people. We ain't just saying, oh, look, the ones where all the black people. No, it's like the one where you got everybody that's up in there. You
Yeah.
got
With
prominent
no,
prominent blacks, prominent whites,
with no cleaning going on.
white trash, and black trash. And you got everybody together, creating one big cesspool of germs. Like, pretty much, stay away. Just stay away. It's not worth it.
It's not. It's
Pretty,
dangerous, man. Corona Mart. Phew. Dangerous, dude.
now,
Yeah.
speaking on Corona, we're gonna say that right now we got about, this is like crazy. We've seen a decline, major decline, a very major decline. We only had plus 13 cases today in St. Louis County, with
It's not bad.
1,000, bringing it to 1,526 total cases. Then for the whole state of Missouri, we only went plus 89 with 10,157 cases total. United States as a whole was plus 18,621 with 1,347,881, and then global plus 75,803 with 4,176,346 cases total. So as we can see, it is taking a dramatic decline right now. But
Yeah,
one thing that I did see is that Los Angeles inmates out there have decided to turn around and infect themselves with COVID-19. So they had like 21 cases like overnight.
it's crazy.
Yeah, man, they was purposely infecting themselves. The sheriff's office had called it out. They said they had 0 cases in that. In that jail, and they ended up with 21. Uh, the guys were basically sniffing out of the same mask, like someone may have had it, and they kind of used the same mask and was inhaling and breathing through the same mask, and then they were all drinking out the same water bottle. They said this is something that never happens in jail ever. They don't even do stuff like that in there. But they said that those guys were doing this so they could get sent early. I want to call them smart, but what would you want to call them?
That's crazy. That's
Death
crazy.
sentence. That's a
That's
death
crazy.
sentence. It's a death sentence because nothing guarantees them to get out.
Hey man, they
So
said they finna get out of here, bro. You can't. We gonna shut this one down before we stay up in this jail.
it makes no
I'm
sense.
going with them, man. I'm
You
rooting
said you
for
would
them.
go with them.
Yeah, I'm rooting for them.
Well, you have it there for menacing bystander. He's menacing bystanding and saying that he's rooting for them to get out by all means necessary. If you're going to use the virus to get out, then do what you got to do. All they're going to get is home confinement. They're not going to be able to leave home. They're going to have anklet monitors on, and this is going to be too much because you have to pay. You have to pay for it being on and pay for it to get taken off. So it's like one of those things. A lot of people didn't even know that when you get placed on ankle monitors, you have to pay. You have to pay for the monitoring every day, and once it's time for it to come off, you have to pay the amount for it to get off. It's like a couple hundred. You ain't know that, did you?
Huh?
Yeah, I know somebody who had one. I had to take them to the office out in St. Charles for it to get taken off, and they had to pay their money to do that. I thought that was very, very interesting because I did not know that. But it seems like they're on to something, and you know, every dog has its day. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that whatever they're trying to accomplish and getting out works in their favor. But I don't think they should let out the people. Don't let out no murderers. Don't let out no rapists. You let out some burglars or some thieves or whatever, all they're gonna do is get out and get killed because they're gonna try to break in somebody else's stuff. Somebody gonna take them out. Now it's gonna be bringing body bags like some, I guess. People. I feel like people who are in jail need something to get there. You have some people that's innocent, but it's up to chance. It's up to the fate of the laws of the land towards them getting out for stuff that they didn't do. So you know, gotta have a good role. So, what would you say to anyone who is, currently going through anything regarding COVID-19?
I'll say it one more time. I kind of messed up.
What would you have to say to anyone who's going through COVID-19 as your last statement for the COVID-19 discussion?
And my heart's out to you. I hope that you can make it through it. You know, try to stay healthy and please stay in the house. Don't be a hole and know that you got it or know that you got symptoms and out here giving it to people, especially to your family members. Man, it's just crazy. So please just be safe, whether you have it or don't have it.
Be safe. Those are the words of the innocent bystander for you people out there who may have it and want to go on a drinking binge with your friends. Um, take it easy, guys. Now, for those of you who are watching, visit our YouTube and Facebook page. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We greatly appreciate it. Um, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try to find the Takashi Award recipient for the night. I'm pretty sure that we're going to find somebody, guys. What I want to say is that I think I got one person. I might not even need to go and find their stuff first. Well, you know what? I'm going to find the person because I feel that this needs to be found anyway.
Yeah.
So, our Takashi Award recipient is going to go to, let's see, who are we going to give it to? You know what? I'm gonna tell you who's gonna get the Takashi Award. Or do you know what? Do you want to find the Takashi Award recipient for the day?
No, I think we should save them.
We should save him
Yeah, for the corona victims.
for coronavirus.
Yeah, we gonna give them a moment of silence at the end instead.
All right, that's what we can go ahead. All right, for the first time in our history of Raxx City 314, we are going to not give out the Takashi Award for the night by request of the menacing bystander, who's usually very menacing, but I guess tonight he's he's giving people a break. So, menacing
Next week,
bystander.
going crazy. I just moved in, and it's been a long week for me.
All right. So, we're gonna give a break to. We're not gonna add anybody to Duntsville today. We're just not gonna do it today. I will tell you all who I wanted to be able to, but they already been in like 3 or 4 times. That's Takachi, who we named the award after. I would like to give it to him again. So I'm gonna just give him a honorary without the sounds and stuff tonight. I will let y'all know that Takachi, dude, just don't go look at any of his videos. Don't look at any of his videos. Don't give him no support. Just look at some of the stories and know that the guy is acting. He's doing all this stuff because he's actually scared. He's very scared right now. So he's just doing the things that he's known for doing, but just know that his dialogue, he's saying things, but he's actually very scared. He wants to surround himself with as many business people as possible to try to change his little image up. But the guy's scared. He's a weirdo. So, he's already there in Duntsville. Just know that that's who I would have liked to have given it to. But we don't want to shine any light on him. Want to give him as much black light special as possible because we want to drown him out. We want to just drown him out. All right. Now, we're going to let the rest of this be in honor of our victims of COVID-19, whether dead or have had positive tests recording COVID-19. We want to end our broadcast out with letting you all know that we are in support of you guys. We thank you all for um, being inspirations to us all. And we thank you all for pushing through this hard time. We are with you all. We will make it with you all through this together. And this is your boy, Raxx McLeod, coming at you with the menacing bystander, Graham Mueller. And we would like to tell you all have a great night. And we will see you all next week on Monday. I will see you all tomorrow for another fresh broadcast, and we're going to jump right into it with new updates and new current events. All right. You all have a magnificent night. Thanks for watching and chilling with us tonight.
All right, thanks.
Peace.
All right.